Alright, hello and welcome everyone to another night of Cevo Season 3 placement matches. I believe this is the last week for both of these teams. Week 7, I think 8 is a bye for both of them, but we've got We Are Hero going up against Swagasaurus Rexxar. Good name, good icon as well. Unfortunately, Beastmaster's not actually called Rexxar anymore, but if you play Dota 1, the name obviously makes sense and is hilarious. But let's see what we got here. We Are Hero, a team I've played with a couple times. Randomly met them in a pub one time and they decided to friend request me because I was so good. That's probably not why. They just wanted cast in Cevo, I believe. But good players on that team. Have yet to see Swagasaurus Rexxar. So looking for a good best of 3. Every series I've cast so far seems to end 2-0, so really hoping for a 2-1, a full best of 3 here as we get into the bans. We've got Batrider as well as Wisp being taken out by We Are Hero, and of course going with the Naga Visage pickups with their first 2 picks. Now the bans from Medic on Swagasaurus, or Shreks for short, they're taking out the Lone Druid and the Weaver, so scared of very good offlaners and heroes that can be hard to gank once they're level 6 and offer a lot of split push. And of course, Lone Druid Spirit Bear absolutely obliterates towers on the push. A hero that's sort of fallen out of favor as of late, the Lone Druid. Ever since the bear nerf from the offlane, he's not just quite as good there. You see him occasionally picked up to go against the OD, one of the few heroes that can win that matchup, or solo safe. But we do have the picks for Swagasaurus Rexxar as well. They go with the Darkseer and a Shadow Demon. So Darkseer is still very tier 1, one of the best 5v5 heroes in the game. Wall Vacuum, you can't get much better than that. One of the best combo spells right there on the Darkseer. And Shadow Demon, he's fallen out of favor late as well, mainly because Naga Siren and Visage are pretty much the top 2 tier 1 supports. Weaver is a good carry, and as a result, Rubik now getting picked up a lot again to be able to steal that Saguchi and be a nuisance. So Shadow Demon's kind of fallen off, but of course he is still great. He's an amazing defensive tri-lane support with the likes of Jakiro, Nyx, Shadow Demon, probably the top 3 defensive supports. Windrunner as well, if you want to put her into a tri-lane. Kind of where she pops up, actually, these days. But no sign of her yet. As we come out to the 3rd ban here by Swagasaurus Rexxar. I'll probably just call him Swagasaurus Rex, maybe. As Swag is another team. If anyone's been following me, it's pretty much the only team I've cast so far in the Season 3 placements. But they ban out the Alchemist, so probably one of the hardest carries right now with Greevil's Greed. Can get a lot done in a defensive tri-lane, and of course if you go for the Concoction, as well as the Acid Spray skill build, you can be a fighter. If you're in a defensive tri-lane, they've got an aggro tri-lane, you're scary. If you go aggro with an Alchemist, you're scary. You don't have Greevil's Greed, but if the lane goes well, you're going to get levels, and you can get it, and then farm up. So, strong ban. We Are Hero also opting to take out the Lifestealer. Another great carry right now. Pretty much Alk as well as Lifestealer. The 1 and 2 at the moment, as another top tier offlaner going to be taken out in the Nature's Prophet, and Medic currently having one of the tier 1 offlaners at the moment. The Darkseer does very well in that lane, and just like Nature's Prophet, if he gets shut down there, he can jungle and still be useful. And also, just like Nature's Prophet, they're great in 1v1 matchups, especially with Darkseer able to creep skip. And now, finally, I was wondering when that was going to come. The OD, going to be banned out, and We Are Hero. They go with the Potom. They do seem to like their skill shot heroes. Every time I play with them, there's always a Marana and or a Pudge running around rampant. Those are pub games, but obviously an indication of their skill. They seem to always dominate with those heroes, and seem a little trollish themselves, maybe. We'll see what they go for here. So far, I'd say a very serious draft from them. Wouldn't be surprised if that's their aggressive tri-lane right there. As now, Swagasaurus Rex looking for their 3rd pickup. Spangler, good evening, gents and possibly ladies in the stream chat. Probably more likely gentlemen in the presence tonight, or in the crowd, but who knows, maybe there are some ladies. I kind of forgot to introduce myself. I'm Helium from twitch.tv/Fmbpdota. So if you're watching on stream, make sure to follow. Cast a lot of Cevo as well as NEL, and I'll be doing some of that later. But great NA Dota, so make sure to follow it. as now the Rubik going to be picked up there. So 2 great defensive supports for the defensive tri-lane. And I'd say it looks like aggression will be coming out of We Are Hero here based off of those first 3 picks. Now waiting on their 4th.
5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
See if we have any overlays. Oh, you can't do the shared content on this page. Oh well. And I believe I touched on it. They take out the OD. Pretty much just dominates the lane. A hero that I thought they would maybe want to put mid in conjunction with Mirana, because it's really easy to line the arrows up on top of the Astral Imprisonment. I'm really hoping to see them pick Pudge. Prohibit seems to run it a lot in his lineups, even when we play Captain's Mode. So I wouldn't be too surprised if they pick it out there. Always a crowd pleaser. A hero, very easy to understand. He hooks people in and they die. So even if you don't watch Dota, Pudge, always really fun to have in games. But they go with the Magnus. So he's fallen out of favor a little bit. His RP took a hit on the damage, and then he was a mid who was very dependent on Bottle Crowing, which also took a hit in a patch a few months ago. So it kind of led Magnus to, I don't know, lose his tier 1 pick. You see him occasionally. He works really well against PL, pick up like Magnus Ursa or something like that. The Empower is still incredible. He's just kind of awkward to lane these days because of those nerfs. As Swagasaurus Rexxar, they pick up a Puck. So a hero that works amazing with Darkseer. The Dream Coil, if you get a couple man Dream Coil, provides a lot of team fight control and really opens up the door for Darkseer to land that perfect combination with the Vacuum as well as the Wall of Replica. So nice lineup forming for both teams right now. RP, of course, very great as well. If anyone's clumping up near the wall, near that Dream Coil, trying to do damage, Magnus comes in, throws the RP. An interesting Slardar ban coming out. I think is better than people give him credit for, actually. The AoE stun, again, quite nice. And amplified damage, 25 minus armor. It's pretty ridiculous, as now Ursa going to be banned out as well. I did mention Ursa Magnus is pretty insanely strong, especially if you want to be aggressive early on. That Empower, the Cleave, and then into the Fury Swipes, it really does a lot, especially since I don't know what Ursa's ult's actually called, but it gives you bonus damage based on your strength, and then I believe Empower gives you bonus damage based on your strength as well, so can really get a lot out of that. Won't happen this game. It's banned out. Maybe they're just taking out Slardar because of the Midnight Shadow from Mirana, but I don't know. I'm not sure. Interesting ban. I guess I don't want to play against it. And like I said, I think it's pretty underrated, but let's see what they need. They could use another carry. I mean, relying on Mirana to solo carry could be risky. Probably want to go with a really good safe laner here that could carry, such as Gyrocopter. Generally does pretty well. They could go Bounty Hunter, but again, that would put a window of opportunity on this game. They'd have to really get ahead early with track kills. So that could be risky. I'd say Gyro, pretty safe decision right here. Or Lone Druid, obviously he's gone. We'll see what they do decide to go for, though. I need to make a printout of all the heroes so that I can think of them all. Oh, Troll Warlord. Okay, well, he'll probably be 1v1 in that top lane there for the Dire. He does great. His burst damage... Oh, I have the wrong overlays on. I thought I changed that. Sorry about that. That was for NEL. Now, back to the Cevo overlay. So if you're on stream, apologies. If you're watching in a game, make sure to check out the stream. It's right in my name, twitch.tv/FMBPdota. Make sure to check it out and follow. And as always, go to Cevo.com. The Season 3 placements are about to go into a bracket style in a week or two here. And, of course, these are just to get into main. If you want to sign up for Open in Season 3, those are currently open for registration, closing on October 17th. So make sure to get involved. It's a lot of fun, and it's free to play, as well as 1.5K, $1,500 available to win. As Troll Warlord, taken as the 5th pick. Like I said, strong burst damage, the Whirling Axes. There's only 50 mana. It's pretty insane. Really dominates versus another melee. Even does well against Weaver, which most heroes kind of don't. And they go for the Gyrocopter, so at least somebody wanted it. That's going to be their carry. They're only really right-clicking late-game carry there. We Are Hero maybe has little bit there in the Troll and the Mirana, and of course split pushing with Battle Trance. The team fight very much in favor of Swagasaurus Rex. A very scary lineup there. The Call Down, the Wall Vacuum, and the Dream Coil. Lots of team fight control. We Are Hero is going to have to take these fights carefully, and definitely going to need to rely on some Moonlight Midnight. Well, I got to check what it's actually called. Moonlight Shadow initiations into big RPs, or even a Naga Sleep into big RPs. So they do have the Naga. Let's not underestimate it, as this game looks to be getting underway.
10 seconds remaining.
No one has the portal HUD. Alright, I have no overlays on this one. Give me a sec.
Oh, thanks.
Alright, taken care of. So here we are inside of the game. Let's first introduce We Are Hero. I actually really like their logo. It is quite nice. As we check out Prohibit here, the captain drafting for them tonight. Going to be taking that Magnus, looks like, in it to the off mid lane. Where's he going? We'll see. Probably mid lane. You don't normally get clarities, but picks him up and will go there. Sub-Zero supporting here on the Naga. Sentries, lots of regen. We've got 69 on the bottom. Going to be actually doing the off lane here, so maybe, yeah, they're not going to go aggressive. I thought maybe they should have. We'll see if they try to switch it up after seeing the lanes. And also in top, along with Sub-Zero, we've got Mario here on the one-roll Troll Warlord, and Trap God supporting up on the Visage. And that is We Are Hero. Over to the Radiant for Swagasaurus Rexxar. We've got Medic here supporting in the bot lane on the Shadow Demon. Lagcraft on the Rubik. Sentries, consumables, and wards between the two supports. Jaeger, or Yager, here on the Gyrocopter. Standard defensive tri-lane build, and we'll be handling the one roll for Swagasaurus Rexxar. Moon Panda, meanwhile, heads over to the mid lane on the Puck. Did go with him into the jungle in case there was going to be a fight. Not going to be the case. And last but not least, we've got Nisalim. That one could be hard. Nice Elm, I don't really know. We've got Darkseer here in the off lane. Will actually find himself a tri-lane that's pretty capable of shutting him down. Sub-Zero does pick up the net first. Maybe a bit of a mistake as Ion Shell comes out here first. And with the Riptide damage, they maybe could bring him down. Let's see what Troll Warlord went for. Yeah, just wants those last hits. And could actually have trouble in this lane. So, oh my gosh, already the first blood comes out. Potom, I'm not sure what she was doing down there. Does have wards, was looking to block the camp, perhaps. The Radiant had one down first. They got there early, dropped it to watch the rune as well as any jungle rotations. They see Potom walk by. I mean, it goes to here. And of course, Potom pays the price. Didn't expect it. Normally, when you're in the off lane, you want to get there super early, not when the creeper almost already in the lanes. And will go down. Apologies for missing first blood, but 69 is probably okay with that as the lanes shape up. So we've got Moon Panda here, who could probably dominate this lane pretty easily. Anytime the shockwave is used, he can, of course, just phase shift it, and he should be fine, able to trade harass and force Magnus into bottle crow and keep the lane pushed as well with his orb and rune control. So hopefully he gets that done. Because if Magnus has a good mid lane, can always be dangerous. Quick levels if he kills Puck for some reason. We'll see, and we'll check back there. And meanwhile, top, he got level 2 rather quickly. Didn't zone him incredibly well. Darkseer is definitely a hero where his level 2 is extremely important. So, want to try to delay it as much as possible, because it gives him both the Ion Shell to push the wave and to harass your carry, especially if they're melee, and then it gives the Surge for his escape. So it makes him really a potent offlaner. So not going to be forced to go into the jungle really at all this game. But won't get as much as a solo Darkseer. And now we see Prohibit in the mid lane getting really low. Maybe taking some creep waves or just illusory orb level 2 now. No Waning Rift at the moment. Looks like Puck can win. Gonna get to the rune first. Magnus knows he has to back off. Would go down there if caught out. Engagement though on the bot lane. 69 in trouble yet again. Gonna go down. Another kill going the way of Swagasaurus Rex, and it comes from the off lane. They take the bottom out once again. Maybe just trying to get too much out of this lane. And yeah, despite there being a Gyro, a carry who is really good in a defensive tri-lane as a core because of the flat cannon harass, and of course rocket barrage damage is very high, I still think they should have went for an aggressive tri-lane because the supports up top, they're not doing really a whole lot. I mean, Sub-Zero's still at level 1, Trap God, they're doing the pulls. Mario, despite those supports being here, it's not really helping him that much against Darkseer, and Darkseer has actually left the lane. I don't know. I'd rotate these supports, but now it may be too late. A 69 is only level 1 right now. Gyrocopter up to 4. The bot lane, definitely lost right now, as you may have imagined, having 2 kills there. And top lane, it's going okay, but how much control Warlord do? These supports really need to be effective at getting their levels. They're 3 and 2 now. Darkseer, meanwhile, though, is jungling like a champ, 2 points on Ion Shell, and now we're going to be looking towards a pretty decent mech timing, and then into the mid lane. We'll check out the farm there. How's it going? Puck, 15 and 6, and Prohibit right now, 12 and 3. So that lane, not too bad. He's got his bottle up as well, so can Crow if needed. Moon Panda sitting on a bottle right now, and bottom lane we've got Gyrocopter, early phase boots, maybe looking towards that Bass, but expecting probably phase boots drums as Magnus gets the haster and looking for the body blocks. Visage is here, but gonna jaunt away, so well done there to get the rune by Prohibit, but they couldn't land anything there on Moon Panda. No stuns. Visage was around as well, kind of chasing again, not really getting XP out of this. But I'll stop harping on that. I really wanted to see the bottom aggressive tri-lane, the Naga, the net, the arrow. It's a lot of damage, and of course Visage to seal the deal with the Soul Assumption. Wards being refreshed right on time by the Shadow Demon. For those that have been living under a rock, you can only buy 1 set of wards off the start of the game, and they resupply at 4 minutes and 30 seconds. So Shadow Demon supporting well, getting him up before his boots, upgraded the courier as well, so playing like every support should. As we've got Trap God, maybe looking for the courier, but like I said, already upgraded, not going to be able to get on Kupu, despite having a bottle. The haste was available. Always want to save the haste for when you're sending the courier back with the bottle. Definitely works out. And let's see, Swag, this logo I recognize. Was it from the MLG qualifiers? I know this isn't Pretty Boy Swag, but maybe they're using their logos. It looks familiar to me. I've seen it somewhere. But I don't believe I've cast Swagasaurus Rex. None of the players really ring a bell for me at the moment, but they do seem to be 4-0 right now in the Cevo Season 3 replacement matches. So if they get into main, hopefully see a lot more of them. Same thing goes for We Are Hero, also sitting at 4-0. And of course these teams in the same group, whoever wins this game tonight actually likely wins the group, so possibly a lot on the line here. This is only game 1 in a best of 3, however, as Nicelum will hop over on back to the top lane. Ion Shell now up to level 3 as he is level 5. Prohibit getting a much needed rune, is level 6, can RP if he needs it. He can do the bottle, and while it fades into Invis, take that charge from the bottle, get the mana back up, and of course be able to use RP effectively. Meanwhile, 69 in the bot lane could be having some trouble. Medic, it looks like he's been controlling the pulls. He's at level 4, getting a lot of XP from that. Yager is 6, sitting in lane alone, and looks like Rubik has been zoning, maybe doing some rune control, only at level 2, but compare that to the other supports at 3 and 3, so I guess about the supports on the same footing as they're trying to group up here, gank this puck. There's no wards for the Radiant, so they rotate over. They want to have their Magnus win the lane. Top has been a bit of a wash. I don't know, fairly even. Bottom, though, losing hard. 69, once again, forced to run away, and they want this puck. May just have to use the RP straight out of Invis, but who knows. With the jaunt, if he gets it in time, he's playing very cautious. So nice awareness by Moon Panda being on the bottom side of this tower. There's the RP. It goes out. Are the supports going to be close enough? He throws the orb. The gank is a bust. They can't get anything done. And now a TP from Media. Soul Catcher to fly. Lands on Mag. Taking tower hits as well. Going to get really low. So a lot of time wasted there. Prohibit was in XP range, not getting last hits. And now we've got all 4 heroes, for We Are Hero in the mid lane. Meanwhile, Gyrocopter content to free farm in the bot. About to have drums here, as well as phase at 8 minutes. And we'll see what his next item is. Probably drums phase. Straight into a BKB, maybe a Yasha, we'll see. Arrow to fly. Going to be phase shifted there by Moon Panda. Playing a really solid mid at the moment, actually. Realized mid was gone. Maybe knew he had an invis, but didn't know what it was. So playing in the defensive posture down here, getting the last hits, and then of course the supports had to show themselves by the tower when coming this way, and able to throw out the jaunt and the orb to get out of there. And even if you're netted, you can follow your orb. You can even throw an orb, so net doesn't really do anything against Puck. As Darkseer sitting top, level 6. Let's check into the last hits though. We've got Troll here, so Mario doing work right now for his team. That's We Are Hero at 54 last hits, 16 denies. If we check out the net worth, he is first with 3,600. And meanwhile, in the bot lane, also free farming now, is Yager, 3.6k, as well as a 47 last hits. So just right behind that Troll. Both heroes fairly fragile early on, but lots of burst damage. And if Mario gets close to Yager, I think if they go one-on-one, the Rocket Barrage probably does a little more than the Whirling Death. However, Whirling Death is going to provide that miss chance, and Troll has the chance to bash. So right now, could go either way, but they're probably not going to be fighting one-on-one, as this is a team game right now. We've got 3 in the mid, so they're kind of just tri-laning the mid. They realize Puck doing well. 39 last hits, 15 denies. Compare that to 28 and 4 for Prohibit, but they're working on the tier 1 tower. Mirror Image goes out, a skill you don't normally get this early here on Sub-Zero. Picks up Mirror Image for some reason, not really sure why. You definitely want to just concentrate on maxing Riptide and then net. The Riptide damage as well as the armor reduction, pretty absurd. And then of course net is a great spell. The only thing that scales about it though is a second each stun, so 2 seconds, 3, 4, and then 5. So definitely want to concentrate on those 2 spells before getting up Mirror Image, but opting for it for some reason in this game, even with the Gyro who will destroy them in about 2 flat cannon hits. We'll see. They go bot now to get that XP they've been missing in this lane, as it's been abandoned for a while with the supports as well as Magnus hanging around in the mid lane, and now realizing we've got to kill this Gyrocopter. He's doing really well. Luckily for us, so is our Troll Warlord, Helm of Dominator, Phase, and Poor Man's Shield. They're going probably for a Lothar's or a BKB next. The Lothars could be good, but it looks like Swagasaurus Rex knows what's up. They're no strangers to competitive Dota, it would seem, and I expect them to group and buy Dust and Sentries if they see that item, so don't think it'll be too effective here. As grouping, that's fine for them. They want to group. Look at their team fight combinations. Of course, there is a Naga to stop the team fight with the sleep, but she's not 6 yet, and here she goes. She gets found out. Going to be put under by Medic. Arrow to fly. Will land on Lagcraft in the trees, though. Can they get anything done here? Call down to fall. Defensively, going to be Skewer out, actually. Dream Coil popped. Lagcraft, will he go down? He will indeed. Prohibit pokes him. He drops. Tries to RP, but triple kill for Yager. The call down, flat cannon, and that rocket brush damage there right at the end. He picks up Sub-Zero, the Naga, Marana, 69, and prohibits Magnus for a triple kill. Make it 5-1 right now for Swagasaurus Rex. And meanwhile, Trap God, not with his supports for some reason, helping Mario push top. I don't believe the Visage really needs to be here. Battle Trance goes out now, not used in the team fight. They try to get to the tower, but here comes the Fortify. TPs as well. Aggressive TP by Yager, just picking up a triple kill. Now we'll take this farm and XP and even deny the tower there. So nice rotations there, and with that Dream Coil call down we just saw right there, it's a lot of damage this early on. No mech in sight even for We Are Hero. So some interesting picks this game. I think if they took it aggressive, they had a great lineup for it, but they didn't. They ran defensive, and now Gyrocopter showing why he's still a fantastic hero. RP looked like it got used last team fight. It didn't. Put under now. Yager with the call down as well. Lots of burst damage here for Mario, but the call down Soul Assumption actually going to be enough, and Mario does pick up the kill. Now Nicelim could be in trouble. The net to fly. That surge has been used, and again the burst damage, Shockwave, and Soul Assumption enough to take him out, as Darkseer was just trying to TP out of there. So a nice 2 kills back onto the board, making it 5-3 in favor of Swagasaurus Rex. The net worth, Troll still in front, farming a lot better. Does pick up a kill there as well on a killing spree to Yager, who is even more mega kill. Yager, who is 5-1, worth 5.3k right now. Puck, the mid lane hero, Moon Panda for Swagasaurus Rexxar at 3.4k. So doing a great job here in the mid lane. And if we check out the graphs, not really a big lead. They were getting there, about 3,000 a couple minutes ago. Now dropping back down towards even XP. Maybe we'll level out at 1,000 advantage for Shreks, maybe around 0. We'll have to wait and see. So a nice little comeback there for We Are Hero.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. I have no reason to lie about such things.
Let's see. Doesn't look like there's any item progression so far here on Prohibit. He's got mana boots if he needs it. Arrow to fly will be dodged, and Visage TP's down. Familiars are online. Thank God. Flak Cannon doesn't hit them anymore. The deny was a nice attempt. The Waning Rift by Moon Panda. Dream Curl to drop. Call down everything. The RP gets off, but it doesn't matter. Double kill for Moon Panda. Double kill for Yager. They clean up. They wipe them. Almost wipe them. 4-man. Mario still sitting top. He's got high burst damage. Definitely thinks he needs this BKB before he can fight. And indeed he is right. However, call down. Still going to slow you through that BKB. As they get the tower, they were looking for the deny on the side of We Are Hero. They don't get it. And Yager actually going to be the one that goes for the Shadow Blade. Definitely an item. If you're going to get it, you want to get it early on that hero. And he does have Phase Boots, Drums, and a Shadow Blade here. Going to be delivered around 14 minutes. And they get 2 towers and 4 heroes out of that exchange, making it 9-3. And the graphs going to be...
I feel like a broken
yeah,
record.
very, very vertical here as the gold climbing over 5k now. XP up to about 4. So, Mario, when are you going to get involved? You're 1-0 right now. You've got 100 last hits here at 14 minutes. So, definitely farming solid. But your team, they probably need you to get involved. They're losing, I would say. These fights, which you would expect. I mean, look at the team fight potential right now here from Swagasaurus Rex. Also managed to win, I'd say, probably all of the lanes even. Maybe not top, as Troll has farmed quite a lot. But Darkseer, let's check him out. What's he got? He's getting close to a mech. He's about 900 off. Maybe a little more than that, about 1,100 gold off of the mech. So it's not going to be the best timing to mech, but of course Naga Siren with the net, the burst damage from Troll and Visage. Not an easy lane for him to sit in, so he did bop and weave between the top lane and the jungle. As we see yet again, another smoke. We Are Hero. They know they're behind, and you always need to do something. You need to shake it up when you're behind. Dream Coil and Call Down, though, incredibly short. They're available. Wall hasn't even been skilled, so these fights have been without Wall, arguably the strongest ability they have for 5v5. Moon Panda gets found out. Dream Coil to drop on 3. Let's see what's going to happen. Call Down lands on nothing. Actually, this could be their fight. RP is available. He throws it onto Yager, brings him across the river first. Wand charge to stay alive. Shockwave damage to be thrown back. They pick off 2. Shadow Demon as well as a Gyrocopter on the ground. Rubik, though, stealing the RP, will use it. Looks like he may drop, though, and We Are Hero taking a very nice team fight. Double kill right now for Mario. He comes in. He gets involved. He's going to kill some Ancients as well. So very nice team fight, making it 7-9. We Are Hero now 2 kills behind. And Prohibit got out of there just barely. Nice play to bring the Gyrocopter all the way across the river. RP'd him up as well. Almost went down, but the wand charges were enough to survive. Now he DCs, but he's running back to base anyways. Woo! What a fight. Let me respond to the chat real quick. Alright, well, stream's on a 2-minute delay, so if I notice something in chat, I like to type and respond to it to make it a little faster. When I do NEL, which I'll be doing later tonight, there's no delay, so it's a lot more fun. Sort of just open, talking back and forth with the chat, the players in the game. Lots of trash talk being thrown around. It's a great time, so make sure to check that out later. And of course, this is Cevo, so go to Cevo.com and get involved in their upcoming Season 3. It should be great, and yeah, really looking forward to it as the game going to be unpaused now. So nice team fight there by We Are Hero. They know they're behind, unfortunately so. I've been vocal about not liking the way they set up their lanes, but now I really like that they're buying smokes. They're trying to do something different. High risk, high reward Dota. It's paying off here as they get themselves back into the game. XP right down there at equilibrium. Gold is still trailing a bit, but it's really not that much as we are getting close to 20 minutes. We're at about 16 minutes at the moment. So yeah, doing things right. And Yager, however, in that team fight, there's still no wall. The Dream Coil was on 3, and Yager decided to get really, really mad at the river and call downed it. Put a call down on it. Did not hit any heroes, only pretty much water. It was about right here. Didn't hit anything. Dream Coil was over here. It was questionable. Definitely one of the reasons why We Are Hero dominated that team fight. The Wombo combo for their team fight on the side of Swagasaurus Rexxar, it just wasn't there. It was a little off the mark. But now, let's see, level 10, no points in wall. Okay, that's, you see it occasionally. I generally like to just have 2 points in it by 11, but it's pretty much standard. Okay, he was holding it. So I take it back. You're good, Darkseer. We'll have level 2 wall at level 11, and the 5-man from Swagasaurus Rex is going to get that much scarier. Darkseer, though, not here as they look to push down yet another tier 2 tower. Illusion, good guy Illusion, taking the arrow to the face. Nice attempt there by 69 to throw the arrow, but the TP, Sub-Zero, holds. Wow, this is an RP. Where's the Magnus? Where's Magnus? He's top. He's too far away. They got 3 right on top of each other. Troll to unleash. Call down. Dream Coil are going to connect, though. Yager, the first one to drop here. Naga Siren somehow still alive. And let's see, Prohibit shows up. Naga Siren does go down at the end of the day. BKB finished on Mario. Medic is going to drop from range for Mario now with a double kill. Make him 5-0 and 4. And Nicelum, can he get away from this? The arrow, is it going to fly? No, still a 5-second cooldown. Soul Assumption, it's going to do actually nothing. Doesn't look like it was very charged through it anyway. And now they're still trying to chase. Okay, those hit neutrals, by the way. 69. Rough game. But Mario, not a rough game. 5-0 and 4 right now, destroying the net worth, about 2,300 ahead. Questionable pathing there, but I think he'll be alright. 2,400 gold ahead of the Gyrocopter, who was 5-0. Now make him 7-3, so dying quite a few times in the last couple engagements. But let's not forget earlier, the Dire We Are Hero lost quite a few towers here in the bottom lane. They're tier 1 and tier 2. Still holding on to mid and top, however, so not that much map control loss. The bottom towers aren't incredibly important. They provide a nice little path over to Roche, but they still got mid for that. Going to choose the TP here in that situation. But I don't think this tower is long for the world, as it's now being focused to siege creep as well to help out. And let's see, now that Darkseer's here, he's level 11, should have 2 points in wall after this. Chose to go for in vacuum, saying that for level 4 vacuum, the wider radius more important for the Wombo combo, which indeed it is, but wall 2 scales pretty nicely. Instead of just 70% damage, you've got 80% damage, and it lasts for 30 seconds, so twice the duration. It's pretty nice, but he'll have it relatively soon. I think the last patch actually reduced the amount of XP between 11 and 12, so maybe that is a pretty legitimate course of action that Darkseer is taking at the moment. Make it 10-10 as we approach 19 minutes and 20 seconds. Gold graphs ahead for the Radiant. XP though for the Dire. Team fight breaking out. RP on the backside. It's a 4-man. Can he skewer back in time? He will indeed. He gets everybody. And here comes AoE damage. Wall, vacuum, Dream Coil. 4 down for We Are Hero now. Make it 2 for Swagasaurus Rex. Moon Panda though. Mario hot on his trail. Can he get him? No. Blink Dagger is available. And now he could be in trouble. Still wants to man fight. Has the BKB charge if he needs it. Decides not to use it. Will go down. Make it a team wipe. That RP looked so good, but they have no follow-up for it. There's really no AoE damage. Maybe if Mario just pops his Whirling Axes on top of it and BKB'd up, they could have just man-fought, but that wall came in just in time. Level 4 vacuum and a Dream Coil really connected. Did a lot of damage. Make it 15-3 now. The trade goes 5 kills for the Radiant, 3 for We Are Hero, and now the gold graph and XP graph quickly turning around. Now back in Shrek's favor. That was pretty ridiculous. Checking out the last hits, even though net worth is still more important. I find it's always fun to see who has got X amount of farm at Y time, and we've got 129 CS at 23 minutes from a Troll Warlord who wasn't active and then suddenly became quite active, now 5-1 and 5. So farming very well, explaining his large net worth advantage over the Gyrocopter here with 99 last hits and about 8k net worth. The arrow goes out through the trees, and no one's in the trees because you can't walk there. And Darkseer takes out the Visage. Call down to follow as well. Prohibit, still no RP, 15 seconds, but there's no mana. Nice kills on the Darkseer as well as the Gyrocopter, but Puck comes in. Moon Panda now with a double kill. Beautiful Dream Coils this game. Mario picks up an Ultra Kill, however. Moon Panda on a double. And somehow that trade does go in their favor. Net comes out here from Mario, and let's see, the orb is available, but the bashes are too strong. RNGG. Puck goes down. It's a team wipe the other way, make it 18-18. And this game is just ridiculous. So much burst damage on both sides, but Troll Warlord, don't underestimate this hero. Now level 16, just going to go over and solo up the Roche. Has a Yasha on the way, it looks like. Maybe going SNY. Could be a Manta, but we'll see. I think SNY probably makes more sense than a Manta for that hero. Actually, what could he even Manta out of? Not a whole lot, really. It might break the tether on Dream Coil, but that doesn't really matter if you have a BKB, because you can just BKB and then run out of it. Roche, though, getting really low. Mario doing a lot of damage. He's 9-1 and 6, already dominating again. And Roche goes down. 22 minutes, 5 seconds. Troll going to pick up the Aegis, and his 2050 is the Sange price, so he's about 70 gold away if he decides to buy it. Maybe wants to save for buyback, as these team fights have been pretty ridiculous, although since he's got the Aegis, may not need it, as they 5-man here into the middle, and they're 5-manning against a very scary 5-man lineup, and still somehow winning these fights. I say somehow, but now I realize that Troll Warlord with high burst damage and Empower is a little ridiculous, so definitely the Magnus Empower doing work here. Probably lost the mid lane ever so slightly. It wasn't really too bad. Got out CS by maybe 10 or 15. No kills going either way, though. And now, with the levels, with the RP, he's still a force to reckon with. And Empower clearly paying off with the Troll Warlord. However, losing the towers earlier in We Are Heroes bottom lane. They're tier 3, taking some damage, but looking to get a tier 1 of their own. Mario on the front lines. Gonna even maybe use the Aegis here. Will he BKB up? He should definitely save it. Into the wall, vacuum, everything here. Dream Coil not off the cooldown. Was already used, actually, as Mario gonna respawn here. 2 of his compadres on the deck. Actually make it 3, and he gets focused down. That's exactly what they should not have done. You should not give up your Aegis to get a tier 1 tower. I don't think it is worth it. They do get it, and now Potom here wasn't around for the team fight. Maybe already respawned. Could have used Moonlight Shadow. Looks like she did. Is there a gem, Aegis, sentries, or what? Yeah, sentry drop there right in front of the tower. Has the tier 2 now getting focused down, but quickly taking a look at the items. Mana boots for the 2 supports. Rubik working towards a 4-staff. Nice arrow there, but I don't believe there's any follow-up. Yager had a very, very quick phase, drums, Shadow Blade. Now working towards a BKB. Nicelum has a mech. Looking towards a pipe, so doing really well there on the Darkseer. And of course, Shrek's treads to tank up, Blink Dagger, and has an ultimate orb into a Sheepstick if he wants to buy it, sitting at 2,400 gold. We'll see what his next item is, maybe even in Ools. He's only about 300 away from that. As Prohibit now on the Magnus. He's got a Blink Dagger and a Power Tread, so not a whole lot going on for him there. Mana Boots, working towards a Medallion, has it. That's Sub-Zero's Naga. Visage, working towards the mech. Mana Boots, keeping up the wards, so no big items for him. Potom, meanwhile, Boots and an Aquila. Not a whole lot. Mario, though, he's sitting pretty on a Helmet Dominator, Phase Boots, BKB, and a Sange and Yasha. But will it be enough? They just got wiped in that last engagement, making it 22-18, trailing by 4 kills, 7,000 gold, and 3,000 experience. Alright, so around in their own jungle right now, maybe trying to farm up this troll or just protect him a little bit. Both teams walking around S5. It's just that type of game. 5-man Doto, best Doto. Visage. Familiars online. Haven't noticed too many big familiar stuns. I find it really funny that the Dream Coil actually latches onto the familiars. It doesn't do anything to them, but it does latch onto them. I don't think there's a tether stun off of it. But maybe there is. That could be pretty funny. Other abilities that do work on familiars and couriers. I believe Fiend's Grip and Net will work on them both. And not for couriers, but for familiars. Brain Sap from Bane. Actually one-shots them at level 4. Not a bad hero against those familiars. Quick, easy 100 gold every time they show up in lane against a Bane or wherever they are. Although he's usually more concerned about getting off that Enfeeble on the carry and Fiend's Gripping, but not in the game, so I'll digress. As now Mario still trying to farm up here. Prohibit just looking for this 5-man RP to put his team right back into this game. Lagcraft, meanwhile, on the Rubik, picks up that 4-staff. Who's speaking Spanish? I don't think I am. But either way, good to see people in the chat. Got a decent amount of viewers tonight. If you're watching for the first time, I'm Helium from twitch.tv/Fmbpdota. This is Cevo Season 3 placement matches, seeing who will get into the main division to join the top 16 teams from Season 2. So Season 3 should be a lot of fun. And if you want to pay attention to the Cevo action as well as NEL, the NA Dota 2 Elite League, make sure to follow the stream. Been getting a lot of followers lately, so I need to keep that up or I'm going to be really sad. So help me out there, guys. As once again, we are here. It looks like their smokes probably came off cooldown as they were using a lot of them early. They don't find anything. Troll actually going to break it, go to farm. Arrow to fly. Will pass the tower. Anyone watching the minimap really closely will probably notice that. But for now, 69 and Mario just going to show themselves, trying to maybe counter-initiate with the RP. Prohibit on the side still, but no response. They smoke up themselves, actually. Swagasaurus Rexxar now. We could have an engagement, or We Are Hero. Looks like they may just want to get out of this. It would be amazing if they Moonlight Shadowed right now and ran into the jungle. There's no way they can really know this, but it would break the smoke, and then, I don't know, maybe take the team fight. There's probably reveal, though, for Swagasaurus Rexxar, as Yager will be using here. No, the Dream Coil blinked by Moon Panda. Yager scouts it out with his Invis from Shadowblade. Call down, Dream Coil drop, but Yager going to be focused there by Troll. The bashes, he's the first one down, actually. Troll Warlord now. Mario going to work the net on the Darkseer. He goes down as well. Everything but wall used there. Shadow Demon even in trouble. Double kill for Mario. The fight continues. Sub-Zero chasing a Moon Panda. Again, net. Kind of useless against this hero. Will still cancel the TP. Let's see what Puck can get done here as we click on him. Blink is off cooldown. He won't be able to do it in time, though. It goes down. Arrow from 69. Make it a triple kill for Mario. Back onto a killing spree yet again. 12-2 and 7. The pings come out to defend this tower. We Are Hero definitely wants to push it as well. Roche still not respawned since Troll Warlord had it last. But looking to get some more towers, some more map control, and then probably take the second Roche as well. Mario looking really strong right now. May have proven me wrong about Troll in the one role. I'm not a big fan of it. He's a great hero. I like him kind of roaming around, getting some action early on into the game with his high burst damage. Or solo safe for a bit, push some towers, and then join up. He kind of went to the extreme of that, did go solo safe. Oh, actually, no, it was a defensive tri-lane. Should have just been solo safe. I kind of harped on that a lot in the beginning, and if that was the case, We Are Hero could potentially be looking at a much better game, but it's not over for him yet. They're really not even that far behind. Just one kill. The graph's about even right now, and it seems like this game could be up for anyone's grab. As people increase in levels and the time goes on, it looks like it may just be one team fight wipe that could lead to losing a throne rather quickly. Even maybe a base race type of scenario coming out of this game, as it's been 5-man Dota for pretty much the last 15 minutes. And I see Pillow Pants in the chat. Shout out. He's also involved in Cevo. And yeah, Orbit, not here tonight. He's got his own Cevo game, and if that doesn't happen for some reason, I think he was just kind of busy. So I'm not going to be co-casting with me tonight, just me. Hope to get him back on here soon, as I did just set up my audio, reconfigured it to have everything run through Skype. So audio quality will be a lot better between Orbit and I. Less delay and latency, as we did just use in-game before. And if in-game is your preferred method of viewing Dota 2 games, it is mine, so I don't blame you. I've got just me broadcasting my voice as well as his audio from the Skype call, so it's sick, actually. Shout out to Virtual Audio Cables, sick program. But we get back into the game. Sub-Zero finds everybody. He sleeps them. It's lasting a little while. The Moonlight Shadows, familiar stunts to land. It's going to buy time for the RP. He gets 4. Dream Coil there by Puck, though. Wall, vacuum, call down, everything being used right now. People dying. It's all We Are Hero. 3 down. Magnus buys back right now. Mario going to work. Will get Yager. He's dominating again off of this. Lagcraft stole RP. Wasn't able to really put it to use. Uses it on Mario to maybe secure his life. If a bash is here on Medic, Mario looking to clean up for his team. The arrow goes out. It will actually land. He gets him. Double kill now for Mario. Make it 3-2 that engagement. That ridiculous fight there at the bottom river. And looks like it's still continuing. Mario trying to chase. Can he one-hit bash this? The silence goes out. Trying to skewer through it. No blink here for Moon. I think he's down. He's going to follow the orb. Didn't really buy enough time. The slows. What else does he have? Does he have an Ools yet? No, looks like he is going sheep. Blink off a cooldown. Able to get out. No, blink over by Prohibit. He guesses right. The shockwave. It cleans it up. And at the end of the day, I believe that fight goes 3 for 3. Buyback, however, on Prohibit. So maybe just a little better for Swagasaurus Rex since they forced a buyback out. But the game remains within 1 kill. Wow, that fight was crazy. I think that was honestly one of the best team fights I have ever cast. That was pretty gnarly. As we have another pause so I can get some water and we can just reflect on how ridiculous that was. The familiars, that was all Visage. Naga kind of got caught out. Managed to find 5 right next to each other though. Potom pops the Moonlight Shadow. Visage with the familiars to keep him there in time for the 4-man RP. But Puck with good game sense backed away from that, maybe expecting it. Was a little on the outskirts of the sleep anyways, and follows up with a nice Dream Coil to buy time for the follow-up wall vacuum and call down. Without that, would have been a wipe on the side of Shrex. They all would have went down, but they did get their combo off eventually, and made it 3 for 3 at the end of the day. I know I went to open mic so you can like hear me man chugging some water. Which is a little annoying. I guess I could have muted the mic for that, but yeah, whatever. A tower goes down. Mario doesn't get it, but his team does. Destroyed by the Dire. They get the mid tier 2. Bot lane cleared out of towers for both sides. Mid as well. Actually, even on towers. Only the top tier 2s remain for both teams at the moment. Roche respawns. Troll looking to do it pretty quickly. But Dream Coil short cooldown already up. However, Puck is dead, so not really going to come into effect here. Potom throws out the arrow stun and the Roche. It's going to go down. Yager now on the front lines. He's like, no, I'm getting out of here. Troll has been killing me every single time we fight. Wow, Wall going to be pretty much wasted there. They get the Aegis for the price of a Naga. Now they go in on the Yager. Can they get the Bash? Is RP available? It is. He will get 1. That's only going to be a Shadow Demon, but all the wall illusions. The fight continues. Yager with the call down. BKB'd up. Where's Mario? He can't pick a target. He's fast, but he's still getting kited around, looking for somebody. RP stolen again by Lagcraft. Just doing work now. Here comes Puck with the Dream Coil. This is bad for Hero. They couldn't pick a target. They get kited around. 4 now on the ground. Make it 3, actually. Aegis noises are really loud. Troll respawns, going to work on Yager. He's got a sentry down. No, I don't believe so. Will pick up 1. He's man fighting 3 of them at the moment. And yeah, will actually back out of there. Has a Satanic. Looks like he's going for a Daedalus and or an MKB. Should go MKB though. Yager looking to go Butterfly as he already has the Talesman of Evasion. So hopefully he solved that and will actually go for the MKB. We'll see if he picks up a Javelin here. But after that fight, 3 drop again, and the Aegis is consumed for, I believe, maybe just 2. The 2 supports, I think, are the only ones who died there on the side of Swagasaurus Rex. Yeah, and for anyone just joining in, I see we got about 37 viewers on stream. If you're in game, make sure to go to the stream as well. So far, this is definitely absolutely the best Cevo Season 3 placement match, and in terms of action and 5-man Dota team fights, maybe one of the best Cevo games I've actually cast. Prohibit's gonna love that. I shouldn't even have said that, but it's true, unfortunately. As let's see, what are they doing now? Haystern down here. Nice, I'm gonna clean it up. He's got a mech pipe, 3,000 gold. Puck getting pretty close to the sheepstick. Not really that close. Maybe about 2,000 gold off, but needs a safer buyback probably. Lagcraft always stealing the RPs, putting them to use when he can. 4 staff, mana boots on the Rubik. Yager here working towards the Butterfly as mentioned. Shadowblade, BKB, drums, phase, and I think that about takes care of everyone here. A medic with mana boots maybe could have win an urn. Urn's a really good item. I think the 4 roll should always pretty much try to pick one up no matter who you are on your team. It provides so much utility just to heal when you're pushing, heal after team fights, so you still can push, and of course can be used offensively. Make sure people don't get away. It's a great item, and actually neither team decides to pick one up here, as yet again they deward and they throw out another smoke here. It looks like it got pinged, so they may know, as look at Swagasaurus Rex here on their high ground inside of their base. So yeah, definitely aware. Bottom tower at half health. It's the last outer tower remaining, and top full for the Dire right now. So I guess technically they kind of have a tower advantage. Tier 3, though, taking some hits in that bot lane earlier. As once again, another pause. It looks like Prohibit needs to get another computer. Actually, it looks like Orbit may be able to join us for Game 2, but we'll see as... Medic, yeah, definitely got that right. It's not Pro Dota without pauses. Not sure why we are paused here, but it looks like we've got the green light to go back into the game. 2-kill advantage now for the Radiant. However, the graph's still very even, only a couple thousand difference on either side of the graph for gold and XP. As smoked up here, Prohibit again looking for a big RP from the high ground. But can they really push into this? Probably not. Going to be really, really hard. Going to need pickoffs first. And they had the idea by smoking up, but they smoke up, it looks like, in vision there of the Radiant. And they just went back to the base promptly. Smart play there. As Prohibit DCs once more running back to base, and we'll have another pause. So, of course, I'm saying that this is... Dimitri. Oh, another pause. Oh well. I said it was a good game, and now, of course, plagued by pauses. So maybe I shouldn't have said that. But either way, I guess more about the stream. I recently upped the FPS to 60, so I hope it looks a bit better for you guys, a little more crisp. As a result, I noticed a little bit of frame rate lag down here in that big team fight, but I don't think it was really too bad. If you think it's annoying, let me know, and I'll drop the settings down a little bit here. I also applied a better filter, so when I'm scaling from 1080p to 720p, make sure there's no aliasing or any hard edges on the downscale. I can probably change that one, and that wouldn't really be that noticeable and probably fix all the problems. But seems 60 FPS is the preferred stream frame rate these days, as now, once again, another smoke looking to team fight here. Swagasaurus Rex now into the jungle. Let's see what they can get done. They will find Potom as well as Naga put under first. Soul Catcher going to land on a creep. It doesn't matter, though. Picked up Telekinesis, Rocket Barrage. It's enough. They bring her down now. Looking to push the last tower on the map. Looks like they're going to get it. Fortifies up, but you don't want to use it here. Arrow dodged. Everyone is awake today in this game. Now, the re-kill advantage here for Swagasaurus Rex. Buyback by Naga. But after that, they may just back off. There's no Aegis, remember. Troll Warlord got it, but did go down, and now looks like he's trying to split push bottom as best as he can. And we'll see what's... Okay, Prohibit has drums. I thought if he maybe got some damage items, maybe even like a Battle Fear to go with Cleave and then Battle Trance, that's going to be pretty ridiculous. Magnus could turn into a source of right clicks this game, even as weird as that sort of sounds. He's been landing humongous RPs, so if he becomes a source of right clicks, continues to get those RPs, and they could really just burst down the team. He's landed more than one 4-man RP this game, so let's see what they can get done. As now, 5-manning in the mid lane, that's going to be We Are Hero. Darkseer, meanwhile, though, picks up a Heaven's Halberd, so now Mario probably going to be kited around even more once his BKB runs out. What charge is left? He's got that 5-second charge, the new lowest charge being 4 seconds. Changed that a while ago, but Lagcraft in trouble. Could go down here. Shockwave will clean him up. Tries to be surged out. Nice thought there by Nicelum, but not going to work out. They pick off Rubik. Does he have a buyback available? We'll have to see. He does, actually, if they really need it here. Troll still very far out in front on the net worth. Naga throws the sleep to initiate on 2 and 3. This could be big. Prohibit needs to get up there and throw this RP onto 3. Is going to get everybody. Perfect timing. Yager BKBs for it. The damage is Puck once again with the Dream Coral, but everyone's down the wall. No one on We Are Hero taking damage. Nicelum, will he drop? The sleep stolen. Lagcraft coming up huge. Buyback here now. They're pretty far into the base. Yager comes back. Call down to drop. Still no one dead. Sub-Zero the first to fall. Here comes Prohibit skewering back. Darkseer down. And Yager, will he drop again? Mario's gotta want him right now. Will turn onto Rubik, takes him out. No miss chance with the MKB. Meanwhile, Puck continuing to chase. Let's see, Ultra Kill right now for Mario. Can he rampage? Rampage for Mario. Ridiculous game. 33-33. They dive hard. Beautiful initiation there by the Naga. Didn't even have a blink dagger, and it was a blind sleep. Manages to catch the 3 core heroes right next to each other, and for some reason, I think they actually even got 4. No, I guess Puck and Rubik were not in that. But wow, rampage up. Battle trance now onto the tower. Cooldown. Cool. I say cooldown. I mean it actually, but I mean to say call down. What is the cooldown on that spell? So low. I swear I just used it like 3 times. Nice. Satanic pops it. He's hitting. Just attack creeps Mario. He goes down though. Doesn't think to do that. As Yager cleans up with a double kill. Visage and Troll, they're down. The tier 3 mid still pretty healthy, and it's at the end of the day a team fight both ways. However, with the buyback, I think We Are Hero got 6 kills out of that one because it was a 3 kill differential going into it. Now it's only 2. 35-33 as 69 starts to get some items here. Could also be a nice damage source. Has the Yasha, has the Treads and an Aquila magic wand. Maybe look for that Deso next, or just a Manta. We'll see what she decides to go for. As Mech finished there on the Visage, and now we got BKB, MKB, SNY, and Satanic all up on the Troll. Lots of items. Meanwhile, the main 1 roll carry, Yager, the Gyrocopter. BKB doesn't have the Butterfly yet, but he's about to get it here, as well as a Shadow Blade, Black King Bar, Phase, and Drums. I think I'm pretty okay with that build. Maybe could have just went for the BKB earlier on. Did seem to start dying and even losing team fights upon getting the Shadow Blade initially. It's an item people seem to love though. I think maybe BKB, Helmet Dom into the Butterfly, or even MKB after that could have been better. As he finishes the Butterfly, and Troll already has a Monkey King bar, so it's not going to do a lot. Nicelum, big items early on. Mech, Pipe, now Heaven's Halberd as well. Force Mana Boots there on the Rubik, who's been really stealing spells this game, playing quite well. And Medic here again on the 5 roll. Lots of wards. Bracer to tank up a little bit. At least he's over 1,000 HP. And Mana Boots. Looks like a smoke wanting to come out here. Yeah, there it is. From the Radiant, they smoke out. It looks like the 3rd Roche going to be respawning soon, as both teams heading over in the direction. I wish they would put like a digital Roche timer like right here, so people actually knew when it was going to respawn. The pop-up is nice that tells you over here, but whatever. Smoking up though, not actually going to Roche, looking to maybe backstab into the mid lane, but maybe they find Trap God. The rest of the Dire though, just really looking to keep this Roche pit on lockdown. With that Dire advantage, of course, for the Roche up on their high ground. And now the smoke will run out, not going to find anyone. So they probably got to suspect the Roche coming up here pretty soon. Although I haven't seen the thing pop up, so it's still 30 seconds out or more. Although I could have missed it, we'll see. Regenerate as well down here. And now the Radiant look to possibly be heading over to the Roche pit. Still not spawning. This will be the 3rd Roche as well. Cheese, it's up. Could be a big fight. This could be the fight that actually wins the game. Sentries go down, the Radiant taken out. Arrow lands. I don't think they're going to go for it, though. They actually do. 3-man RP. Puck's not there. Now he is. Wall. Dream Coil as well. BKB from Yager. Call down to follow up. Still no one dead on either side. Looks like Gyro dies first. Prohibit somehow still alive. Trying to get on Medic. Indeed he will. No one dead yet. Look how low the Naga is. Still alive. Will go down to the Orb. Let's see if Puck follows it. He will actually, but Mario still doing work. Nislum could be in trouble. Visage somehow still alive. We Are Hero. They want to win this game, making that team fight again 3-for-3. Troll though could just go back in here, get the Roche, get the cheese. As again, team fight 3-for-3. However, the core hero, the Gyrocopter, goes down. Meanwhile, Mario doesn't. Another 6,000 gold right now. His net worth 11,000 ahead of this Gyrocopter at the moment. And maybe he's not scared of those 2 heroes. I think he just wants to get the racks. Let's check on the buyback status though. No on Gyrocopter. 50 seconds remaining. Yes, on the Darkseer. That might be enough to send him back. We'll wait and see as he comes in here. No, he actually did back off. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, Orbit. Who can throw harder this game? The team fights have been pretty ridiculous. And it's like throw after throw after throw. Or I guess just nice team fight after nice team fight, depending how you look at it. As there hasn't been more than a 2-kill differential for about 20 minutes or so. And Spangler saying that Naga needs to get this split push rolling here. I'd have to agree. She pops up to sleep here just to secure the Roche. No, actually, that's Rubik singing his heart out there. Pops the sleep out. They will put Troll under. They're trying to steal this Aegis, steal the cheese. They throw him up on the cliff. Lagcraft with big plays. He, though, will go down to the familiars as well as Roche. It's super low. 3-man Dream Coil, meanwhile, on the backside of that. Puck to get out of there. That was almost a ridiculous play. Didn't quite work out. They even threw Mario on the cliff, but it looks like he was able to get out of that. I'm not actually sure how he did that one. There's no Force Staff. Maybe someone in the chat will tell me how the hell he got out of those trees. As now, 2 heroes down, the 2 supports. RP was not used. Dream Coil off cooldown for 50 seconds. That could be bad news right now, as finally it's even. Sub-Zero throws out yet again a blind sleep. Darkseer and Puck standing right next to each other. Will the timing be there? It will indeed. I think Puck face shifted the RP, so well played there. Dream Coil, though, still not available. Call down comes. Nissalim still alive. There's a wall, only gonna hit Troll, but he's got the Aegis. He just wants to get some kills, gonna go to work. Uses the BKB, maybe a little questionable there. Could have just went down, as now Naga goes down as well. Mario to respawn. Demonic Purge is thrown. They're gonna get him once again. They're gonna clean him up. No Satanic, got 15 seconds left on that, and they get him. And yeah, Game of Throws, back to that usual 2-kill difference here. 41-39 as we approach 46 minutes right now. And I think the cheese was even used there by the Visage. I don't think he handed it off to anyone. Probably should have just died and then now given the cheese to Troll Warlord, but doesn't look like that will be the case. The third Roche, its advantage already used up, and now checking into the gold graph. Oh my god, still even. I guess that's not really a surprise, but not often you see this type of game. XP as well at this point of the game. 1,000 advantage. Doesn't matter at all. I think that's a level. As we do check out the graph. Yeah, pretty even for all the rolls there. Troll, obviously level 25. Yeah, about the only... Probably the reason they have the advantage, actually. Alright. No tower damage done. No structural losses on the Dire after that bit of a dive there. Thought it was going to be a really good play. Puck, though, able to not get caught in the RP. Quick fingers there on the phase shifts. And, of course, Call Down and Gyrocopter with the Butterfly still doing quite a bit of damage. And Troll maybe should not have gone for the BKB before dying. I'm not too sure about that. As Visage picks up a pipe, Troll go ahead and rebuys a BKB. So that new 10-second BKB could be what he needs, actually. We'll see if he can get it done. There's no Roche. There's no Aegis this time. And that, I think that was another... No buyback. Now the buyback is available for Yager, so he can use that in the next team fight. And everything back online. Call down in 25 seconds, but that ability always seems to be up. Dream Coil now up as well, and of course Wall, a very short cooldown as well. And when combined, obviously they're all quite potent, but now Trap Cut here has a Pipe of Insight on the Visage, so that could make all the difference. Or we could see 2 more team wipes, and then a 2-kill differential at the end. We'll see though. Game continues. Double damage right now on Puck. That could help. I mean, that's a lot of damage. Almost 300 on the right click. Has the Sheep Stick as well. The Scythe of Vice, as some call it. I don't. Helmet Dominator. So Gyro working towards his own Satanic, so he can actually man fight here on this Troll Warlord, who's got that 10-second BKB. We'll see if it pays off this game. And of course, the Demonic Purge goes through that from Shadow Demon, as Yager may get caught out here. Uh-oh, this could have been game throwing. I did mention earlier he has the buyback, but no, he bought that Helm of Dominator, which really didn't do a whole lot anyways. He buys it. There's no buyback. That very well could have been the game. However, the creep wave is still pretty far behind. Sleep goes out, catches 3. Prohibit did just use RP. We'll see what happens here. We'll be able to skewer 1 back. That's going to be that. Rubik, Moon Panda meanwhile, nice Dream Coil, wall drop down as well. No one on Hero is down. They've picked off the Rubik. Gyrocopter to start all this, and looks like Medic will drop to the Visage. And yeah, now the Creep Wave. Where the hell is it actually? Did it already get killed? It's not quite here, but they're working on pushing the tower anyway. Backdoor damage. This Troll Illusion actually kills Trap God. Give that kill to Darkseer. I suppose he deserves it. I'm not really sure what Visage was doing, but now Puck maybe looking to even chase. The Moonlight Shadows goes out. Naga will be just fine. Well, it was a crazy team fight once again. Oh, skewering out. Gonna phase shift that one though. But no more 2-kill advantage, so we are Hero making ground on the scoreboard, bring it 42-42. Oh, the lift broke trees. Ah, so we just walked out. I knew Orbit would know. That's why I need him to co-cast with me. Sometimes you don't notice everything when you have to say everything. As now the Fortify will be popped out. Roche, the fourth one, going to respawn in 4 minutes and 50 seconds. They need to get the tower. Just get the tower. Okay, call down though is online. There is no Dream Coil here for another 14 seconds as Mario is going to be running away. Who's caught out? Looks like it's 69. It could be in trouble. Yep, the Purge going to take him down as Medic picks up a kill. And now 43-42. It doesn't really matter at this point. The gold graph's still dead even. And it looks like farming a little better, maybe taking some team fights. They've slightly been ahead in the gold the entire game, but basically pretty even. And XP pretty much all over the place, signifying the team fights there pretty much in all the spikes. We can see how many big ones there have actually been by looking at that graph. And of course, it actually does say when all the kills happened. I'd say they line up pretty decently with... Maybe not that. What? Anyways. The Radiant now looking to push in here. All 5 in the mid lane. Every ability online right now. Oh my god. 4-man RP stolen though by Lagcraft once again. Can he use it? He will indeed. He's going to use it there. Wow. So they've got RP, call down, wall, and Dream Coil. They use everything. Potom respawning now. Naga throws out the sleep to reset this team fight now. Lets it go. Let's see who, if anything can happen. Looks like Troll going to have to run away. The wall doing work here. Nice positioning from Nileslum to drop it as he picks up a double kill this team fight. And let's see, 2 buybacks, the Mag as well as the Naga Siren. So Lagcraft playing like a boss this game. He's stolen RP like 5 times. Skewer though comes in trying to bring someone back. It's the Darkseer. Probably one of the Yager there. Starfall goes. Does a bit of damage. They lose the tier 3 tower though, so the first tier 3 tower of the game down. Gyrocopter dies, however, will buy back. Having to run through the wall to chase here. It looks like it'll be fine. And double kill from Mario. Make it a triple, maybe? He just needs to get here. The ball is available. Tries to go up to the cliff. A misses or a disjoints. Doesn't matter. They have vision because of the whirling axe. I'm not sure. Either way, he goes down. Puck there on the high cliff. Buybacks galore. We've got Naga as well as Magnus buying back here for the Radiant. We've got Puck, Gyrocopter, and Rubik have all bought back for the Radiant. So this game looks like it will just be a 5-man Dota game regardless. Probably the one who wins will just go mid-rax throne at this rate. Kind of ridiculous. It's really hard for We Are Hero to just walk up and kind of siege. There's so much potential pickoff, and of course the Dream Coil. And the same thing goes for them. Whoever just wins the team fight will go for throne, either team right now. But the Creep Wave is here. Tier 3 tower down in the mid, so I guess I lied. That wasn't the first Tier 3 tower. Missing them both there in the mid lane. The racks exposed on both sides, although neither racks has taken any damage here. 52 minutes right now. You'd think there was $1 million on the line in this game. Sleep goes out again, using it aggressively. This one, not going to pay off. I'd say he got pretty lucky the last couple times here. Let's see what they can do. They wanted to solo RP the Yager. Can he use another spell? The Sleep is going to be stolen this time, so they can go ahead and back out of this if they want. Let's see the wall call down as well as the vacuum, but they don't quite sync up. The call down whiffs on top of the Sleep, and now Mario looking to chase, going after the Rubik. Demonic Purge comes out. Naga to drop. Mario though on a killing streak. Let's see, Trap God in trouble as well as 69 going on the supports as Yager picks up a double kill on the backside of this one. Make it 4 for 2. The kill's dead even once again. The racks not really taking much damage here as they push back the wave again. The buyback stat is now only Troll Warlord and Visage here for We Are Hero. In a game 1 in a best of 3, Visage forced to buy his buyback. Or buy his way back. Roche up in a minute. Do they have a minute? Not really. 30 seconds on the Naga as well as the Potom. However, Troll's got buyback. He will respawn in a minute. So even if they get a Rax and then lose the subsequent fight after that, the Swagasaurus Rex, that is, if they lose that 4th Roche, that could be enough for We Are Hero to just go back, fight again, and get a mid-Rax. If they win that fight, they probably win the game. So we're going to come down to the next couple fights here. We'll have to wait and see. It could be at Roche. It could be in the mid lane. 15 seconds on the RP. He goes in, scaring Yager a little bit. They bring him way back. Mario netted up there by a Dark Troll Warlord. The Helm of Dominator creep there by Yager. Now drops the call down. Can he man fight this? Not really. Mario getting kited, but a nice net through the BKB to sleep. They isolate the Gyrocopter. Well done there. Vacuum back. RP though, just onto a Darkseer. Can they get him? Can they? Yep. Of course they can. It's the entire team versus a Darkseer. Meanwhile, the supports kind of just defending the wave. Maybe just respawned, actually, I believe. As now, Gyrocopter is down for 80 seconds. Darkseer as well. The only buyback available in the game right now is Shadow Demon. Not going to matter a whole lot. That could have been the game. Look for them to go for the throne right here. Yeah, I'd agree. Orbit's saying that this Naga should definitely be trying to save the sleeps for after the Dream Coil, after the Wombo combo, instead of using it to initiate every time. It paid off a couple times, but we'll see. It looks like they might win the game regardless here. The mid-rack's getting really low. Fortified popped out. The pipe as well to go. Still pretty healthy right now as We Are Hero. The melee Rex goes down first of the game. Can they go for throne? They've got another 30 seconds. Will they continue, or will they back off and try to get the 4th Roche? Puck does not follow the orb. Dream Coil not available to him at the moment as 69 shoots that arrow so they can escape. It doesn't land, however. The racks are down, so that'll help a little bit. Make mid that much harder to push for Swagasaurus Rex. We Are Hero grouped around the Roche pit at the moment. With DD, they should be able to get this before anyone can even show up. Mario's going to obliterate it, pretty much. Looks like the Radiant, excuse me, are rolling out towards it, but having to push out the creep wave first. Not enough time. 4th Roche online prohibit. Will take the cheese. Mario, meanwhile, with the Aegis. Picked up a Butterfly now as well. So Butterfly, MKB, Satanic, Phase Boots, a 6-second charge BKB, Aegis of the Immortal, and still enough money for buyback, but it's on cooldown for another 3 minutes. And now looking to maybe push into the bottom lane at the moment. Alright, game slowed down a little bit. It was pretty much team fight after team fight after team fight, but now after the racks, We Are Hero probably feeling pretty good about it. They pick off that Roche as well, so probably taking an advantage. I don't really know if the graphs matter at all at this point, and they are still extremely even right now. The buyback graph probably the most important, but just to see, Gyro is catching up in terms of net worth. Now only 7k behind the Troll Warlord at 28. He was 11, so he is catching up ever so slowly. I mean, there's only so many items you can really have. He's pretty much 6 slotted, holding on to this Aegis. What does he go next? If he can get something, probably Daedalus or Rapier, I would assume. Already has the Butterfly, but Aegis might actually do more work. We'll wait and see. Satanic up on the Gyro, I believe. No, he actually has not been able to complete it, so no Satanic there for Yager. Still been sitting on the same items for a while now, but about 3,600 gold for him at the moment. And that pipe in the mech doing some work there. We'll see if Sub-Zero, he's been using the sleeps rather offensively, throwing a blind, got lucky a couple times, and then they were a little questionable after that. The chat saying, I believe that's actually just Orbit, I'm sure the chat agrees. Definitely got to use it to isolate the BKB hero. We did see that once, not too long ago, on the Gyrocopter. And then also to basically just disengage after the Wombo combo, the Dream Coil and Wall get thrown. Just disengage off of that. We'll see, though, what they can get done. Now, definitely with the the advantage, at least in terms of morale. They've got the Rax, the Roche, looking to maybe just go mid and force a fight in Throne. Don't really want to walk up to the high ground. The lanes are pushing for them, though, it looks like. The sleep goes out again, so Sub-Zero, he's obviously not hearing what we're saying. Throws the sleep, doesn't really catch anybody. Now they don't have it. He needs to use another spell. He does Riptide off of it. And yeah, arrow, what a hit, but Puck gonna dodge it. Alright, 2-kill advantage yet again, but this time it has shifted once again towards We Are Hero. Up 2 kills. They've still got the Aegis, they've still got the Cheese. Sleep, though, now on cooldown for 30 more seconds. Looks like they are going to decide to fight without it. This Aegis reclaimed in 3 minutes here. Going up to the high ground on to the tower here. Going to take some hits. I think Mario just really needs to focus the tower at this point. Will be sheeped. Magnus DC is in the middle of everything. Uh-oh. Prohibit having a lot of connection issues this game. May have upset Swagasaurus Rexxar. Pause right into the middle of this big team fight right now. Looks like... I thought I heard an RP, I swear. Maybe I didn't. Riptide here stolen by Rubik. Let's even find where he is. Sitting here back at the racks waiting for that RP, of course. Troll was sheeped. He's out of it now. Can BKB here for 6 seconds. So let's see what gets done. He does reconnect. A bit of a puppy pause. They can't move the camera, although they don't really have to. Everyone pretty much standing right next to each other. We'll see what happens here as we get underway. Let's find Gyrocopter. Standing down here on the backside. Did just pop his BKB. This is going to be a 4 or 5 second charge here. As we get back into the game. Call down drop. Dream Coil, Wall, and Vacuum is still online. It looks like it's mid-cast animation for the Darkseer. He throws it off. Gets it on a couple. Prohibit's like, what's going on? Aegis drops. Prohibit not going to throw the ultimate yet. Troll, though, BKB's up, trying to focus down somebody. The supports, maybe RP goes out onto the Puck on the backside. Now they sleep after the RP. Not quite synergized there as We Are Hero. Lagcraft will go down. Visage and Rubik on the deck right now. Mario, though, to drop yet again. And, okay, that was weird. But it's still saying he had the Aegis for me. I think I was clicked on his Darkseer illusion. But Aegis did already drop. It goes down, and that maybe could have been the game. I keep seeming to say that, but they lose 4, and now they only got a Rubik out of that, pretty much. Maybe there was a buyback. Doesn't actually look like it. No, just a Rubik for all of that. They waste the Aegis. They waste the Cheese, I believe. Yeah, everything going to be wasted right there. Divine Rapier now on the Gyrocopter. Looks like it may just be one of those games. Another item that the cores and the carries could pick up. Boots of Travel. Get this base race going down here. The Creep, they're pretty close to the base. Troll Warlord probably has the damage to backdoor. Boots of Travel could be an option. He does have a ton of gold. 446 last hits, 6,400 gold in the bank. As now the mid-ranks exposed. The Creep Wave on their way, but with a Rapier they've got the damages here as the Fortify comes out. Looks like they will even up the racks at least off of that last win. Teamfight win there in their bot lane. So the racks 1 for 1 right now. Looks like they're going to clear out the econ buildings. Maybe try to go for the throne. Let's see. Pipe thrown out. Looking to engage here as Trap God. Can he get anybody the arrow? Nope. Gonna miss. No one is really there anyways. Maybe they find Nicelim. They want to throw out the ensnare probably. But they're not going to be able to catch him, and they're going to continue to chase. Definitely need to start pushing out their top lane here, as a large wave is coming in right now. 2 sieges in about, what is that? Wish I could box. 10 or so ranged. Trying to TP out. Will he get it? Bash! Oh my gosh, the skewer, though. In time, they get him. That seems like an oddly long TP, though. As an Blade finished up on Moon Panda, so looking to burst somebody down with that. 53, neck and neck, still 62 minutes, kills even. Racks gone for both sides right now, so still a very close game. The graphs of course, just about even. XP advantage a little bit, but at 63 minutes in, it doesn't really matter at the moment. Game definitely going... Whoa, that's my mic, sorry. Game definitely going ultra late here. Yeah, that sleep actually didn't really work too well in that last team fight. The RP was also just on 1, and I think it was Puck who had already used everything, so... Yeah, they kind of were syncing up really well early, but now the game getting a little more tense. The pickoff's harder to get. It didn't really work out for them at all. They lose 4 for Rubik and then subsequently lose their mid racks. Now they're rotating down to the bottom lane, trying to push out the waves. Again, tons of range creep down here for some reason. Looks like the Radiant is going to sit and wait. They've even got a dominated creep right now. Home of the Dominator. Still no Satanic. Looks like he did go for the Divine Rapier instead. Troll does finish up that Daedalus as his last item. Now 6 slotted. Just want to save for buyback and probably get some Boots of Travel. But buyback on cooldown for another 3.5 minutes. Roche. Looks like that's maybe 4 minutes before the respawn. As they smoke up, they're looking to pick somebody off here. They're not going to have their creep, though, even if they do pick them off. And as we check the buybacks, this could potentially be the last fight. There are none. Who will find who first? Lagcraft is going to scout out 69. They throw the telekinesis on it. Here comes the sheep onto the visage of all heroes here. Now the disengaged sleep coming in, doing it right. Gonna get 3, maybe 4 right on top of each other. Where's the RP? There it is coming in through the BKB. They take down everyone. This looks to be the game. The wall goes out, but it's not going to be enough. Nicelum gonna drop. It looks like We Are Hero just won this game. Double kill for Mario. They take out 4. Not a single buyback. Well, 2 of them now after the team fight, but the wrong team that doesn't need them. And they look to clean up Puck here as well. Just get the racks. They do need the creep wave, however, that could buy enough time, but really, just go mid. It looks like Trap God's already doing it. Go ahead and get the throne right now, and let's see where the Rapier end up. It's going to be on Prohibit right now, level 25. That is the game. They get that was a good sleep accommodation from Orbit. Indeed, it was. Got back to their roots there, I suppose. That's the GG in game 1. It's a best of 3. Hopefully Orbit joins me, has the time to join me for game 2. I'm Helium from twitch.tv/Fmbpdota, so make sure to follow there and check out Cevo.com, as these were the Cevo Season 3 placement matches. I'll be bringing you game 2 shortly.